happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Make It Happen Monday, happy Reset Monday, happy Consistent Monday, happy Clarity Monday, happy Courage Monday, happy Confident Monday, happy it's time for me to see myself on this beautiful Monday. First of all, I'm fired up, y'all. I just got off of an incredible meditation, so I'm still in it. So give me a couple minutes to get myself charged up, because I'm still in the bliss of meditation. I'm still in the vibe of meditation. I'm still in that energy of meditation. Shouts out to all of the amazing ladies from the Girl Hold My Hand community. I see y'all. Y'all are so amazing, man. I thank God for such an amazing group of women. Like, we keep each other accountable. We just understand that, you know, we're better together than apart. And I just want to say shouts out to you all. Shouts out to Dream Girl for being the business owner of the week. Y'all see her right there, Dream Girl Bree. All things party supplies. I'll be posting her in my stories. But guys, let me tell y'all something. There's nothing more amazing than you knowing and you accepting the fact that we are always, you know, observing ourselves. You know, we were not taught this in school. We were not taught this in church. You know, people, this may be even your first time hearing what I'm about to share with you this morning. And I want y'all to share this message. Like, if y'all can do me a favor, know that man should never be alone. And we are so much better together than we are apart. And we can really get to the place that we understand, like, the law of compensation. Like, what you make happen for somebody else, God to make happen for you. You'll be surprised how right now there's somebody in their bed. Right now they can't even get up out of their bed because they're depressed. It's somebody right now laying in their bed that just can't get up. They don't even have the energy. They don't have the stamina because they're still sad about Mother's Day. It's somebody right now that's in the bed right now, depressed, discouraged, broken, sad, because their child didn't call them on Mother's Day, or their husband didn't acknowledge Mother's Day, or their daughter didn't acknowledge them on Mother's Day. There's somebody right now that is going to hold on to the pain of yesterday for the next 2-3 weeks, the next 2-3 months. And I want to encourage you guys to share this live, because you don't know who that person is. Because we can get on Instagram, and let me tell y'all something. Our Instagram persona is never what and who we really are. Instagram is for Instagram. Ain't nobody on Instagram crying out, you know, sharing with you what their imperfections is and their insecurities is. So all you see is the beauty of life on Instagram. All you see is the beauty of life on Facebook. You'll be surprised what somebody is going through. So share this live, y'all. I need a couple more minutes. Let me get myself charged up. I got to get out of that energy of meditation, because meditation was real deep this morning. It took me somewhere. It took a lot of us somewhere. As a matter of fact, if you was on meditation this morning and meditation did something for you this morning, and to you and through you this morning, and you know that you're about to get on your A game this morning, if you was with me in the community, go ahead and drop some hearts for yourself, because you feel revived. So go ahead and let me get myself charged and let me listen to my warrior music. Give me a couple minutes, and I promise y'all this message is going to be so worth the time it took for me to get back on here with y'all. Let's go. Yes. I am so happy and so grateful now that my name is Stormy Wellington, and I am that I am, and I'm so grateful for her. Come on, somebody. I am that I am. I am that I am, and I am so grateful to be her. Come on. I am that I am, and I am so grateful to be him. Come on, y'all. I am that I am, and I am so grateful to be me. I am that I am, and I am so grateful for her. I am that I am, and I am so grateful for him. Come on, I am that I am. I am that I am. Come on, I am that I am. 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 I don't care what happened. yesterday. I don't care that I didn't get a call on Mother's Day. I don't care that I didn't get flowers on Mother's Day. I don't care that I didn't get acknowledged on Mother's Day. I don't care that I didn't get what I thought I was supposed to get from another person last week. I don't care that he walked out on me and he don't want to be in my life no more. Okay, good, because that means I'm not for you. I don't care that that job closed the door and told me that they were downsizing. Okay, I am that I am. I don't care what happened 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. I can't change that. All I could do is move forward. What does forward mean? Forward means onward toward success. And I know that there's a lot of mothers on here right now that's still pissed off because they didn't get what they think that they deserved yesterday. You know, but let me just tell y'all something. Learn to move from a place of appreciation versus expectations. And I know that you're like, man, Stormy, that sounds real good, right? But how can I do that? It's just a decision. And that's why every day we got to work in ourselves every day. You know, the Bible speaks upon, work. People think work is just going to a job and getting money. But the greatest project that you could work on is Project Me, Project You. You are your greatest project. Nothing is more important as a project than you. You should work on yourself and in yourself. It shouldn't be always about getting money and taking care of the kids and taking care of the husband and taking care of the wife. And it got to be about me. And so many of you all know, and if you don't know, I'll tell you right now, no pressure, no problem. I'm right now in Colombia. It's a little gray outside a little bit. I had a major surgery that I'll be sharing with you guys. Some of y'all think you know. Some of y'all want to know. Don't even worry about it. It's going to be all on YouTube, okay? The whole journey is going to be on YouTube because it's going to end up being a tool. Many women are going to end up using this tool for their own healing. So I documented everything. And it's going to be on YouTube. The first few videos going to be fancy edits. After that, thank God I got an iPhone. It ain't going to be even no fancy edits because I'm going to be sharing with you what this journey was like for me inside of my YouTube. So if you want to know what I'm up to, why I'm in Colombia, what Coach Stormy got going on, is just killing you because you're nosy, no problem. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's right in the link in my bio. And yeah, just that simple. If you have been a part of my life, you know that I have a group of girls. We call ourselves the rich girls. What does rich mean? Okay, I know the first thought that came to your mind was money. Well, rich means respect, integrity, character, honor. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can't get nothing in life if you don't have respect, integrity, character, and honor. So we looked at ourselves, and a lot of y'all need to look at yourself and recognize that you probably gained a little bit of weight. You know, after COVID, during COVID, everybody was skinny, fine, and healthy, right? Now we don't even care right now. We just keep gaining weight every day. So we decided to do a 5-day challenge. Why? Because we got to see ourselves, okay? It is easy. I'm going to tell y'all right now, the easiest thing that you could do is point the finger at somebody else. Like, that's easy. It's easy for somebody to look at Sheila and say, oh, Sheila this and Sheila that. It's easy for somebody to point the finger at Shay and say, oh, Shay this, Shay that. It's easy for somebody to point the finger at somebody else. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's a reason why when you point your finger that way, what happens? You got these 3 that's coming back at you. You got to learn how to see yourself. And over the last few months, I've been observing myself, right? Because I have a true desire to become the highest and best version of myself. And when I say become the highest and best version of myself, good morning, Natalie. I want to become the highest and best version of myself, mind, body, spirit, finances, relationships. See, there are some people that want to become the highest and best version of themselves just to post about it, okay? But I want to become the highest and best version of myself because there's a feeling inside of my body that I have shaped that I'm not her yet. I don't know if I'm talking to any of you all right now, but does anybody, and if you feel this way, just drop a 1 so we can have a conversation. Drop some 1s, okay? Drop some 1s if you know within your soul that you are not yet the highest and best version of yourself. Drop some 1s if you know that there's something else that you need to do, that you desire to do, but you don't even probably know how to do it. Drop some 1s if you are not that person yet, but you know that there's a seed. See, all of us, God created us like this, right? God created all of us with an inherent seed of greatness. It kind of goes back to Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans to prosper you, plans to give you hope and a bright future. That was in our mitochondria. That was downloaded into our DNA. The same way, watch this, you have an inherent knowledge of God. Like, we all know that there's a higher being. Some of y'all call him Buddha. Some of y'all call him Muhammad. Some of y'all call him God. Some of y'all say Jesus. It's a whole. Some of y'all say Oludumare. Some of y'all say Ifa. Everybody has somebody. You got to know that you are governed by a higher power. Whatever. Some say the universe. Some say all. Some be like, some days it's the universe, some days it's God, some days it's Oludumare. Everybody says different things because of how we grew up. But I've learned to respect humanity, because I am not going to judge you, or you should not judge me because you say, that your higher supreme being name is Muhammad, Elijah, or your higher supreme being name, you may use the word and the name God. Like, I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't think it's fair, because I know that geographically we are all from different places. I love love. I believe that love is the answer to everything in life. So I give love and I receive love effortlessly and unconditionally. I know that love is God. You can't say, I don't care if it's Elijah, Muhammad, God, Jesus, Buddha, Olodumare, Jehovah, whatever name you put on it. Can I tell you? If you don't operate in love, if you don't operate in respect, integrity, character, and honor, I don't give a damn what name you put on it. None of that matters. Love is the one thing that transcends them all. Respecting is love. Honoring is love. Integrity is love. I'm not going to chomp you down because you call your God something else. As long as you got love, respect, integrity, character, honor, that shows me who you are. I watch people actions. I watch people. I'm over here right now in Colombia, and I told y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel. And this trip has taught me a lot about people. I've had people that didn't even pick up the phone to check on me. I got people that didn't even acknowledge me on Mother's Day. I got people that didn't even acknowledge this life-changing near-death surgery that I had to have. I'm not upset about it because I still operate in love, because I know that there are some people that just don't know no better, and their love for me doesn't transcend that deeply. See, y'all got to know that there's levels to love. Y'all got to know that there's levels to love. Some people love you on a level 1. And that level 1 is oftentimes associated with usury type love. They love you because of the benefits. I love you because of what I'm getting from you. That's level 1 love. Level 1 love is that person that loves that you give them an opportunity, that you love your boss. You know what I'm saying? You don't really love your boss, but you love your boss because you love your paycheck. But the minute you fire your boss, your boss fires you, the love is gone. That ain't love. Or let me talk to my network marketing friends, right? In network marketing, a lot of what we do is tied to commission and, ranks and all that. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Drop a 1 if you're one of my network marketing friends. So you love Stormy Wellington while you're making money and while you're in her downline, right? But once you carry on and you're no longer, a part of Stormy's organization or a part of Stormy's team, or watch this, or Stormy's not paying you, or you're not making any money, the love is gone. So you went from, I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, to you don't even know how to even say my name. And the truth is, you really should not be able to tell your story and leave my name out of it. But the love was never real. The love was about compensation. So there's levels to love. Or there's some of you all that's in a relationship with a man and you love him. You love him. Do you love him, or do you love his half of the rent, or do you love his whole rent? Do you love the things that he can do for you? So the truth is, love ain't always love. Love is different to different people. But I want to share with you. I'm not going to go spiritual. I'm not going to go into the 9 fruits of the Spirit and all that stuff. I'm just not going to do that this morning, because that's not where I'm coming from with this message this morning. Or shall I say this conversation this morning that we're engaging in. Love. What is the definition of love? Love is an intense feeling of deep affection. That's definition number 1. Definition number 2 says a great interest and pleasure in something. So you can love a person, which gives you a deep affinity, a deep intense feeling of deep affection, or you can love a thing. You can love football, you can love basketball, you can love I could love this NutriBurst, right? I could damn well love this glow. But at the end of the day, what we have to understand is that there is levels to love. The second level is that love where it's like, okay, it gets a little deeper now. This love gets a little deeper. This love may feel like, I like you and I love you. See, somebody could love you and not even like you. How can you love me but then not like me? So when I think about love, I think about, okay, that second level of love. Can you love me, if I'm not your upline anymore? Okay, can you love me? Can you love me even if I'm not giving you a paycheck? Can you love me even if I may not, you ask me for the $100, I don't have it right now. Can you still love me if I don't have the $100 to give you? Can you love me if you know I just got a big old check for $100 grand and your mortgage is 3 months behind, 4 months behind, you need 20 grand and I can't give you the 20 grand. Can you still love me? See, I believe that second level of love says, even if you tell me no, I still love you. Even if you don't say the things I want you to say, I still love you. Even if I know you got the money to give me. Because see, when you ask me for money, if I tell you no, it ain't because I don't have it. You know that already. That's the hard thing for me. So when you ask me to borrow money and I tell you no, you got to know that either she's setting a boundary for herself or this she just don't want to give it to me. So you know how many people have exited my life because they asked me for something and I told them no? People that have told me that they loved me. People that told me that they was going to be there with me. People that I thought was going to be here with me until the death of me. But because I told them no, because I set a boundary, because I wanted to have some dignity and some self-respect, and because I wanted them, watch this, I wanted them to have dignity and self-respect. See, oftentimes, a person of virtue or a person of standards would tell you no because they want you to go walk it out and experience it yourself. Like, I've oftentimes told somebody no about something because I know the dignity that is provided for oneself when they do something on their own. So don't ask me to pay your mortgage, because I wouldn't be the woman I am today if I asked somebody to pay my mortgage and they paid it. I wouldn't have had to go figure it out. See, there's some of y'all right now that need to have some intimate time with yourself. This process that I'm going under right now of healing has been so magnificent for me because I don't have a lot of things that I'm able to do right now. Okay, I can't do what I normally do. I can't do what I feel like it. I can't even do the bare minimum that we think is just normal. I want to go take a shower. I can't even go take a shower right now. I want to use the restroom. I have to use it a certain way. I want to go to the mall. I can't go because I can't walk for a long period of time. I want to do some jumping jacks. I want to do some push-ups. I want to get on a treadmill. I want to go for a nice little walk where my body is not ready for those type of activities yet. So all I've been doing is spending time with Stormy. Praise the Lord for that. I'm so grateful for that. I've been listening to people like R.C. Blake's have changed my life. I'm so grateful that Shay told me about him. I've been tapped in like every day. I've been on my aunt every day. I've been listening to a little bit of Jake's, I've been on my stuff because I don't know who I'm talking to, but I don't know about the feeling that y'all have, but I believe that level 3 love is when you challenge yourself. Level 3 love is when you still have boundaries. Level 3 love is, I just don't believe in unconditional love, because I believe that everybody needs to have something to look forward to as a condition. I think that's part of the problem. I think not having a standard or condition for how you want to be loved is the issue. So I personally, level 3 love, I want someone that loves me and knows me enough that they're going to pay attention to me. R.C. Blake says, when you love somebody, you learn them. I want somebody that loves me enough that the same way I'm taking this time to learn me, because I can eat gummies and sleep all day. I really can. I could eat gummies and sleep all day, you know what I'm saying? And just take the pain pills if I wanted to, which I stopped taking the pain pills by day 4 because I have an addictive personality. I don't want to get addicted to no drugs, so I ain't even on the pain pills. But I don't know about you, but I want to learn me. How can I love me but not know me? That doesn't make sense. So I got to take the time to learn the new me, okay? Because we all have to know, right, that whatever you once was, whatever you once saw, whatever you once did is a part of you. Still, it doesn't matter. You know, for example, you know, let me talk about me for a second. Let me talk about me. Let me talk about Stormy Nicole Wellington for a minute, right? Like, I know who I am. And I know that I have triggers. So what I like to do is pay attention to my surroundings and who am I becoming? What are my thoughts doing around the people that I'm around? Because you cannot think about something that has not been put in your environment. That's why y'all got to know whatever you thought about, you can have. If you saw yourself in a Rolls Royce, if you saw yourself in a 10,000 square foot penthouse, if you saw yourself owning a building, if you saw yourself a millionaire, you saw yourself that, so you can't become that. There are some people that never saw themselves as millionaires. They want to make $1 million, but they never saw themselves as a millionaire. Y'all track it with me. Drop some ones. Y'all know I used to be a stripper, and the ones charged me up, right? So watch this. If you saw yourself operating as a millionaire, that means that you can become that millionaire. Be. Watch the word. Let's take the word become. Be. Let's look at the definition of be. Define be. Be. Watch this. Definition of be. So be, exist. Be, exist. That's it. Listen, definition number 1 for be says exist. Number 2, it says occur or take place. Watch this. Definition of come. Come means move or travel towards or into a place thought of as near or familiar to the speaker. Come. Number 2 means occur or happen or take place. So when you take the word become means that you have to exist and you have to move forward into that place. So what does that mean? That means, number 1, I cannot continuously replay a version of my life story that is not allowing me to become. Because I cannot, listen y'all, here go my phone right here. It's 8:27. It's nothing you or me can do right now, nothing that we can do to turn this clock back to 8 o'clock. Hell, it's nothing we can do to turn this clock back to 8:26. 8:26 is done with. It's 8:27. As a matter of fact, it's about to become 8:28. It's nothing that I could do. So what does that mean? Exist. First of all, let's look up the definition of exist, because you got to break stuff down. It got to be broken down to the lowest common denominator. Definition of exist. Exist means have objectives, reality, or being. Number 1. Number 2, it says live especially under adverse conditions. Oh my God. Wait a minute. The word be means to exist, but it still doesn't make sense if you don't know what exist means. So exist means, number 1, have objective, reality, or being. And number 2 says live especially under adverse conditions. Come on, y'all. Listen to me. Please listen to me. I'm begging you to listen to me right now. Let me show y'all something. Y'all see this? Emotional frequencies. We've been on this. Shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear. Look at what shame and guilt does for your frequency. I want y'all to see that. Look, I didn't make this up. Look at the low frequency, the low vibration that you are on when you are constantly replaying that story of, oh my God, I had my first child at 15. I could have chose to make that be an embarrassment for me. I could have chose to make that make me shame. My mama, I don't know, she could have died with the shame and the guilt of knowing that, man, my daughter became a teenage mom. Why did I become a teenage mom? See, sometimes we have to take responsibility for the cause and the effect. So granted, yes, I became a teenage mom at 15. But what about my environments? So do I have shame and guilt because I end up having to drop out of school? Do I have shame and guilt because I didn't finish? Like, guys, I had big dreams of going to college. I had big dreams of, can I tell you the truth, of becoming a rich man's wife. I had big dreams of becoming a teacher. Like, I wanted to be a teacher, and I wanted to go to college, and I wanted to experience that. But because I ended up being a mom at such a young age, I never was able to experience some of the things that I thought I was going to be able to experience. And the only reason why certain things happened to me at such a young age is because, watch this, my environments. So all I could do is be proud. So now, watch this. As opposed to me being ashamed of being a mom, I'm now proud because I did the things necessary. See, I have to look introspect. One of the things I share with you guys that I do every day, I just lay here. But I lay here and I'm reading. I lay here and I'm listening. I lay here and I'm taking notes because I'm moving forward. What is the definition of forward, Nat? Thank you. The definition of forward is onward towards success. That's what forward means. Forward means onwards towards success. So now, right now, in the moment, become. Let's go back to come. Come. Let's go back to the definition of come. The definition of come, hello, let's go. C-O-M-E, get your mind out the gutter, means occur, happen, take place. It also means move or travel towards, into a place, thought, as near, as familiar to the speaker. So the speaker, come. That means, what do you want to become? When is the last time? Some of y'all need to share this live. Y'all need to share this live, because listen to me right now. There's somebody right now that is becoming depressed. They are existing in a low vibrational state because they are hurt because someone didn't recognize them for Mother's Day. They are moving towards a low vibrational state because their man didn't buy them any flowers for Mother's Day. They're moving towards a low vibrational place because they're still shamed and guilty because their child, they had their child out of wedlock. Or their child, thank you for the badges, their child was conceived by someone that raped them, and they probably never told that story. Their child was conceived by a man that was married. And there are people right now that there's one man that thinks they're the child's daddy, but there's another man that carries that child's DNA. There are some people right now that's walking around thinking their daddy is one man and their daddy is somebody else because their mama never told them. In some way, somehow, that little child looked like the man. But if a blood test was ever taken, somebody will be in trouble. So deep. So deep. It could go down 20 levels deep. Wow, Jameville. It could go down 20 levels deep. You have resentment. You cannot control what happened to you during conception. You cannot. Come on, somebody. I'm sorry. Like I need you to hear me today. I know I ain't no pastor. No, I'm not. I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I am just a girl, okay, who has experienced so many things, and the things could have took me out the game, y'all. And because I didn't want the things to take me out the game, I had to learn how to pack things and reveal to myself what those things really was doing for me. I don't allow myself to go, I got you, your $22.22, Shay. I don't allow myself to go into victim mode because I understand. And even before I found this chart, I didn't need this chart, Teresa. I didn't need this chart to let me know for some reason, when I think this thought, I feel like this. When I do this, I feel like this. When I hang around these people, I feel like this. When I eat this, I feel like this. I didn't need the chart. The chart just validated, oh, shoot, this is real. That's all the chart did. Thank you so much, Diamond. But the reality of this whole situation that I'm sharing with you this morning, I got your $20, Kiva. The thing that I'm sharing with you all this morning is that we cannot do nothing about what happened in the past. We can't. I cannot do nothing about my mom who had me during her season of selling drugs, of hustling. I can't do nothing about where my dad was when I was younger, where my mom was. Man, if I tell y'all some of the things I've seen and some of the things I've experienced, it will blow you out of here. You'll be like, no way, how you look so pretty, how you smile so bright. I should be somewhere on drugs, strung out. I should be somewhere, you know, in a crazy house. It's so many places I could be and maybe should be if it wasn't for just the power of God and me knowing that God also lives on the inside of me. And there's a lot of you all that can relate to that. There's a lot of you all right now that if you really told the world who your daddy is, if you really told the world who your mama was, if your mama really told you who your daddy was, watch this. If your mama really told you that your daddy is this person, but I'm telling you your daddy is this person, if they really told you, if your mama really told you what happened the night she got pregnant, if your mama really told you what she went through with you when you was a little baby, you wouldn't even be here right now today because it'll take you out the game. But I just want y'all to know that we are powerful beings. And what we have to do is we have to become. And we have to, come on, Vaughn, we have to move forward. 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 Every time you think about the past, does it make you feel better? The only reason you should be going back into the past is because you're drawing from past experiences to give you power. We only look back to draw from past experiences to give us power. We're not going to keep reliving that relationship. Oh, I wasted 5 years with that man. Oh, he ain't married me. I knew I should have been left him. Oh, I wasted 10 years. We're going to only look backwards to take us forward. So therefore, we do not continue in the vicious cycle of repeating things that's no good for us. That's the only reason. What kind of mental illness is that? What is that causes you to continue? I got your $55.55, Lydia. What is that make you continue to think, man, y'all remember back in the days? Boy, them was the good old days. Well, okay, the only reason why you should talk about the good old days is if you're pulling strength from the good old days. What you looking at back then for? So I need you to take time with yourself. Get clarity. See me. See myself. Like, look inside yourself. Y'all listen, today is day 12 since my surgery. And I'm going to tell you something. I've been blessed. Not only am I blessed because this is healing for me, but I'm blessed because yesterday was one of the most amazing Mother's Days. Man, shouts out to my children. They are so beautiful and amazing. And these last few weeks, I've been able to really take time out for me. And there are some things about me that I didn't realize. Like, I didn't realize that I'm afraid of love. I never loved, received love. I give love. I've never received love. I've given it. So there's a lot of people that have felt love for me because I give love. Because I believe that love is an answer to everything in life. So I give love, Natasha, and I receive love. I'm working on that effortlessly and unconditionally. So I give love, but I don't receive it because I don't trust it. So me laying here in this bed, I'm trying to figure out, where did this come from? So me listening to Pastor R.C. Blake is helping me to realize that, oh my God, the reason why I don't receive love and I've never fell in love is because I'm afraid of the fall. I'm afraid of the vulnerability that comes with love. But what I also realize is that the truth is I have to become, and I got to stop speaking opposite of what I want. The law of polarity. You speak about what you want. There's a lot of women, I want to be married. And I used to say that. That's not true. Who doesn't want a husband? Who doesn't want a king? Who doesn't want somebody that they can woo-saw and fall in their arms and know that this person ain't trying to play them, ain't trying to trick them, ain't trying to use them, ain't trying to manipulate them? Like, yeah, I want that. So now I have to be mindful because I'm seeing myself. Listen, y'all, we are observers. Write this down. We are number one, write this down. You are observers of your thoughts. And I know you probably never heard that, but you are. Watch this. Like, I'm looking at myself in this mirror. This is a Instagram app, phone, camera, but I get to see myself. I see your words, but I see myself. I see my hair, I see my lip gloss, and if my lips get too dry, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see that I need some lip gloss, because I see it. I saw that, so I wiped it off, right? I see myself. I see my skin looking a little dry and decrepit, so I correct what I see. See, there's a lot of y'all, watch this, that you see when it's time to go get your hair done, and you'll go get it done. That's the exterior. You'll see that your teeth is yellow and decaying, and some of y'all will ignore it. Them dangerous people, but some of y'all will go see that it needs some care, and you'll go correct it. But when is the last time you saw yourself? I'm gonna ask y'all that question one more time, because we can see everybody else. Child, look at her. Child, she dating him again. Child, she back with him. Child, she done went back to that job. Child, look at her. She done gained all that weight. We can see everybody else. But I want to ask y'all one question. And I'm only asking y'all what I had to ask myself. Because, let me get there. Hold on. When is the last time you really, LaDonna, mind your business. How many of you all really see yourself? I'm talking about you look in this mirror right here. And I'm talking about you look in the mirror at your soul. Like, listen, LaDonna said mirror work. When is the last time? Listen, if you stare in the mirror long enough, you will see into your soul. And I don't know about you, but my priority in this season is to become the highest and best version of myself. I'm going to ask y'all two questions. Number one, how many of you all right now know that there is another place for you outside of where you are? If you know that, and you know that, and you know that, and you know that, drop some ones. If you know that, and you're doing something about it. This is special, though. This is special right here, though. Drop some twos. If you don't know that, and you feel like you've taken yourself as far as you can take yourself, you feel like I've accomplished all my dreams and goals. I got you, Jaden, $11.11. You feel like you've accomplished all your dreams and goals. You don't even think you could become nobody different. You just don't even think that. You think, oh, we got Pastor R.C. Blakes. Hey, Pastor, drop a 2 if you really feel like I can't become nobody else. I saw my mom. My mom was an alcoholic, so I'm an alcoholic. And I can't change because my mama was an alcoholic. And my sister is an alcoholic. And my brother's an alcoholic. So this is who I'm supposed to be. There's people that think that. There's some people that they're overweight and that they'll say that it's hereditary, and my mama had it and my sister had it. Let me tell y'all something. No. My mama did not have this, and I ain't gonna have it. My sister had this, so what? I'm not gonna have what I don't want, because I'm not claiming that stuff, and I'm gonna do the opposite. My mama was overweight. She didn't have nothing. She ate too much. My mama didn't have nothing. Shay, thank you for introducing me to R.C. Blakes. My mama ate too much. She had no issues. She had an issue with putting things in her mouth. So you know what I do? And as a kid, I saw that. I saw my mama butter her bread with a bunch of butter. I saw my mama eat a loaf. My mama would go to this store. It used to be called Dave's Bakery in Miami. She would call them and she would say, "Is the bread fresh? Is the bread fresh?" And the minute they'll tell us that the bread fresh, she would say, "Go get the bread." I used to go buy the bread, y'all, fresh from Dave's Bakery. I got your $11.11, Lee. You would see the fumes coming from the building when the bread was hot. She would tell me to go get the bread, y'all. The bread would be so hot in the plastic that I couldn't even hold the bread. This is me as a little girl. And my mom would go home and she'll cut the bread this thick. Some of y'all from Miami may know what I'm talking about. She would cut her bread this thick. And my mom loved margarine in the big tub. You know what I'm talking about, the big tub? And my mama would butter that thing up. And as soon as she put the butter on the bread would melt. Then watch this. When the bread got old, a little old, she'll put a little cheese on it with the butter. And then she'll put it in the oven. And her bread was this thick. And then my mama ate rice and peas on pig oxtail, on pig feet, and all of these things. And so, you know, my mama smoked a pack of cigarettes a day, and my mama lived a sedentary lifestyle. So the truth is, I observed my mama. Come on, that country rock girl, quit playing. That after you finish with it, you use it for plastic Tupperware after you finish. Come on, somebody. So me being honest and recognizing that was a pattern. That was my mom. So the mere fact, come on, Stephen, rest in peace to my mama. The mere fact that I don't want to repeat those actions, I can't do those things. Granted, I could taste the day's bakery bread right now. Granted, I could taste the butter right now. My mama used to buy the thing that you rip it off, and it'd be all a big old loaf. I forgot the name of it. And somebody help me out. And you put it in the oven, and it turned into a butter loaf bread in the oven. My mama used to buy that all the time and I'm talking about cakes of butter. So I decided that I wanted to break that cycle because I saw what the domino effect did for my mom. I saw what it did for her confidence. I saw what it did for her self-esteem. I saw what it did for her courage. I saw what it did for her health. I saw what it did for her relationships. I saw the type of people it made her date. I saw the kind of friends she accepted because she did not have confidence in herself. She didn't believe in herself. She didn't love on herself. Because when you love yourself, you can't do certain things, y'all. So I observed her for a long time. But I realized, wait a minute. It's one thing to observe and to do nothing. But it's another thing to observe and do something. And some of y'all observed, I got your $11.11. Some of y'all observed your parents. Some of y'all observed your man. Some of y'all observed your grandma. And instead of y'all saying, watch this, the law of polarity. What does the law of polarity say? I'm going to do the opposite of what I saw them do. Because I also, not only did I see what they did, I saw what the outcome was, and I do not want the same outcome. So I'm not going to do what they did. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go a little deeper because I don't even know what else that meant. So maybe my mom was overeating because she was depressed about something that happened to her. Maybe my mom didn't love on herself the way she could have, would have, should have because she was replaying negative thoughts in her mind. What if? I don't know, because I never was able to have that conversation with my mama. But I would tell y'all right now, we have to get into a place within our being that we observe life. But watch this. Stop watching everybody else. The only way you look backwards is because you're drawing for power. And the only reason you're looking at someone is because you're drawing at them for power and information and inspiration. But at the end of the day, you know you need to start watching? Who could guess who you need to start watching the most? Who right now? It's 958 of y'all right now. So we growing and we about to be done. I'm about to come to a close in one little minute. Just 1 minute. How many of you all know right now who you need to be watching? Who knows who you need to be watching? Guess what you need to do? You need to start observing yourself. Waitress come brings you a drink. You don't say thank you. When you catch yourself doing that, why didn't you say thank you? Is it because you look down at a waiter? Because you're like, they're a waiter? Or do you say, damn, that was rude? What if I was a waitress? What if I was a waiter? And when they come back, Miss Wellington, here's your water. I'm so sorry. I was so caught up in my phone that when you brought me my appetizer, I didn't say thank you. I just want to tell you, thank you for bringing me my appetizer. Sorry for not acknowledging you at the time. Or watch this, you go eat at a restaurant, right? I got your $11.11 in Kenosha. Or you eat at a restaurant, right? And you know that waiters don't get paid that much money. You see how hard they work. You got money in your pocketbook. Why the waiter was nice. The waiter did his thing. Like, right? Why would you get a waiter $5? Like, come on, y'all. What can you do with $5? Come on, man. And watch this. Little do you know, nothing hurts more than the giver. The receiver don't hurt the worst. It's the giver, because when you do things, that's called low vibration. You know damn well you should have gave the waiter more than $5. What can $5 do for the waiter? So you got to now think, wow, would I have wanted $5? Or would I have respected and appreciated, and would it have done something to my self-worth and my dignity if I gave 20%? Or better yet, can I tell y'all something? You want to raise your dignity? Don't give 20% on the bill. The bill $100, give $50. Because the law of compensation says this: what you make happen for somebody else, God, whoever you say, the universe, whatever, will make it happen for you. I respect people's minds. But at the end of the day, you got to know that you are called to some responsibilities, my friends. We got to learn how to operate. We got to know that we can't just do what we want to do, because we can, but just know you're going to have to live with the repercussions of doing whatever it is that you just wanted to do because you wanted to do it. So I decided this next few days, we're on a 5-day challenge with the rich girls. It's all about respect, integrity, character, honor. You know, this next 5 days, I'm being mindful. What do I put in my mouth? What do I say out of my mouth? What do I put in my ear gates? Because my ear gates have an inroad to my heart. So what am I allowing in my ear gates? What am I doing with my time? My time is more valuable than money. I could get money back. But I told y'all it's 8:51. It was 8:27. Do y'all remember when it was 8:27? It ain't going to be 8. It's never going to be. Listen to me. Please hear me out. It is now May 15th. It is now May 15th. It is now May 15th, 2023. Say hi to my baby. It is never going to be 8:26 a.m. on May 15th ever again. And guess what y'all did with y'all May 15th, 8:26 a.m.? Y'all gave it to this message. So now you got to ask yourself, was this message worth my time? Because your time should only be in exchange for things of value. And so I just want to encourage you all to see yourself this week. Observe yourself this week. Pay attention to your thoughts this week. What am I thinking about? What am I speaking about? What am I eating? What am I doing? Because you should be working on becoming the highest and best version of yourself. And here's my thing. Don't wait till December 31st to come up with a New Year's resolution. That's the issue, Shay. That's the issue, y'all. Nobody told us that we should live day by day. We should live in 5-day chunks. So now measure yourself from Monday through Friday. What are you going to do this week to give yourself a reason to celebrate? What are you going to do this week to give yourself a reason to be proud? Y'all, we got to stop just celebrating diamonds and monies and raises. What about you celebrating? Boy, I would have cussed her out. The me last week would have cussed her out. But the me this week know that cussing her out lowers my vibration, increases my heart rate, and she is not even worth my time. She's really a clown. I need to walk away from her. So what am I going to cuss her out for? As opposed to cussing her out, I'm going to live in gratitude. I'm going to say thank you for letting me see you. Because I'm able to see you because I'm paying attention to seeing me. And what you did, I would have never done to you. Therefore, I'm not going to allow you to do it to me. So I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm going to see myself out of this relationship. And I'm not even going to give you no announcements or no warnings because you showed me who you are. You listen, the thought is the cause of every situation. You thought it into existence. You knew what you were doing before you did it. You knew it. Y'all got to know everything happens twice. It happens in your mind and then it happens in reality. This bottle of water was thought about by somebody. This lip gloss was thought about by somebody. This NutriBurst was thought about by somebody. And now I have it in my mouth. Okay, this speaker was thought about by somebody. And then somebody went and created a speaker. So that means it happened one time in their mind and then they made it happen. So the thought was the cause of every situation. So this week, I'm encouraging y'all. Observe yourself. Watch yourself. And pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to the words you speak out of your mouth. Pay attention to what you put into your mouth. And know that, listen, ain't nothing hereditary. Don't even claim it. Do the opposite of what the people that got those certain things or did those certain things or lived those certain ways did. The law of polarity means you could do the exact opposite. Your mama went to church every day. Your mama paid her tithes. Your mama didn't put a purse on the floor. And your mama, whatever. It ain't how it worked out for her. Your mama left church as soon as she got a car. She cussed everybody out and went to cook Sunday dinner and told the family to come together. And she was mean to herself. And, you know, she didn't treat herself right. And she drank liquor and she drank beers. And she had a couple men that come through and see her every now and then. And she went to church on Sunday. And then after she went to church on Sunday, yes, Manaya, y'all should go get the Untethered Soul as well and read it this week. Thank you. Yes, we will. Y'all heard Manaya, the Untethered Soul. She told me about that. I'm going to start listening to it today. So we observe. So therefore we can show up differently, more stronger, more wiser. Like every generation should be more elevated than the generation before. Like I have an expectation of Manaya. Manaya grew up around amazing things. Granted, she could tell you a whole bunch of things she experienced that wasn't the best as a child. I could tell you a whole bunch of those things too. But guess what? That happened. We can't do nothing about that. I'm not going to keep reliving last year. I'm not going to keep reliving last decade. I'm not doing it. But what I'm going to do is, what do I got to become? And how do I become this person so I can exist? Watch this, and I'm done. How do I become this person so I can exist in this state of mind? Because guess what? Exist means live, especially under adverse conditions. I am living under adverse conditions right now. But guess what? Who I am, I'm going to naturally wake up in the morning, clap my hands, and I'm going to check in with myself. That is my natural state. Come on, somebody, drop a 1 if y'all hear me. My natural state, because I've conditioned myself. Come on, here's a C. I've conditioned myself to be this way. The book is called The Untethered Soul. Untethered Soul. Manaya, do it again so I can pin it. Watch this. So my natural state, because I've reconditioned. Come on, here goes C. Remember, we're looking intimacy time. This is see myself. This week's mantra in my community, if you're not a part of Girl Hold My Hand and you know that you're not the highest and best version of yourself yet, we all need accountability. I'm telling you right now, you need to become a part of the Girl Hold My Hand community, because you're going to get a whole lot of support and help as you're on your journey to becoming this mogul, this amazing being that you want to be. So anyway, real quick. So what I've done is I observed my life, Shashi. I observed my life. I observed the condition where I was going. And I observed my thoughts. I observed my actions. I observed. And I realized that I did not like what I was observing. Some of y'all know that y'all don't like what y'all observing. And so when you don't like it now, you must do the opposite. If you fat and you don't like being fat, even though you acting like you do the things that can make you skinny. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. Change what you put in your mouth. Come on, do a little walking. Y'all know how to lose weight. Like sometimes I hate when people act like they so slow. You know not to drink Pepsi, Cola, and sodas, and sugars, and carbs, and rice, and bread, and candy. Like, you eat more fruits and vegetables, and stay away from fried foods, and drink more water, and go move your body. Like, come on, man. Like we know that, but we don't do it. But if you are looking forward to moving into the polarity of what your life is having and what you're experiencing, Einstein says insanity is doing the same thing the same way and expecting a different result. Albert Einstein said that. So why would we continue to do the same thing the same way and expect a different result? Listen, Shakespeare said, to thy own self be true. To thy own self be true. So I decided to be true to myself. So now I know my mama talking to y'all. That's my mama's favorite song, y'all. That's my mama's favorite song. And it just came on like for no reason. I listened to that all yesterday. It's my mama's favorite song. May she rest in power, mama. I hear you. I'm on one. You got me, mama. Thank you. I know you're talking to me right now. So I know that I used to find myself having horrible days. So I'm like, oh my God, like I can't do this. Like, why am I sad at 3 o'clock and sad at 4 o'clock and sad at 5 o'clock? And so now when I wake up in the morning, I clap my hands, I check in, and I check in. Stormy, how are you doing today? Stormy, how are you doing today? Stormy, how are you feeling today? How's your body feeling? What's going on? What's your dominant thought this morning? Because I want to observe. Stormy, listen, I'm not waiting on, hey, babe, how you? I ain't waiting on my man to text me, hey, babe, good morning, how you doing, queen? So, because what if he don't text me that? What if I don't get that text from him? So now I'm not going to feel like it's a good morning. I'm not going to feel like a queen. No. So I wake up. Good morning, queen. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling like this. I'm feeling like that. I feel like I'm a little bit more tired. I feel like I'm gonna lay back down. Okay, I feel like, man, I feel like a little sad today, or I feel a little encouraged, or I feel a little, whatever I feel, whatever. But if it's not what I want to feel, if it's not what I want to feel, if it's not how I feel like I should feel, especially based upon the inner work, like, how can I wake up and not be happy after the amazing Mother's Day I had yesterday? That's disrespectful to my baby. Manaya here with me, how could I wake up today sad or mad about something that happened yesterday? That's disrespectful to Manaya. How could I wake up mad or sad? That's disrespectful to my nurse. She probably had a great day yesterday. How could I wake up mad or sad? That's disrespectful to Vanessa. Another down the hall, she came down here to see me, from Detroit. How could I be mad or sad, and I got my friend here? So I got to check myself. No. And if I do feel mad or sad about something, I know what I got to think about and penetrate my focus on during meditation. So that's why at 8 o'clock, that's why I need my meditation. So when Vanessa comes here this morning and says, okay, I'm going to play a replay for today, I'm like, no, girl, I need my meditation today. Because I need to recalibrate some things, because I could go into a sad space today. I could very much say I'm sad because of these two things from yesterday. But I'm not doing that. For what? That is mental illness. That is not me becoming the highest and best version of myself. Become. I want to exist and rest in a state of happiness and peace. So I am not going to allow the few things that pissed me off yesterday or made me sad yesterday to carry on into today. That's not cool. So again, guys, you got to wake up and check in with yourself. And I encourage y'all, again, become a part of Girl Hold My Hand community. Become a part of Girl Hold My Hand community. If you know that you keep repeating this cycle and nothing ain't breaking for you, you need something else. And accountability, y'all, can be one of the greatest tools to help you to elevate, to ascend, to rise above, okay? So go to girlholdmyhand.com. I promise you, if you don't like it, it ain't nothing but $69 a month. We'll give you your money back, okay? As a matter of fact, tomorrow we also have Pastor Anthony Murray, who's going to be on as our guest speaker, talking about relationships, So go right now and become a member of my community. Another thing I would tell you all is I understand tapping into sowing my seeds and giving. One of the things I recognized, and I told this to Vanessa, that I stopped doing and I got to get back to doing. See, remember, the only reason you look back is to draw from it. The only reason you look back is to draw from it. So I look back and I'm like, okay, what if I stopped doing? I used to give away cars and all. I'm like, okay, I got to give away a car. So I'm excited because we're about to give away a car. At the Awakening, somebody going home with a new car. You know how good that feels? Because I know what I did when I was at my best financially. So whatever you did at your optimum, you got to get back to it. That's the only reason you look back, to draw from it and grab strength. So I'm like, okay, I got to give something away. So somebody going to go home with a car from the Awakening. I'm excited about that. Like, I remember how that made me feel. Okay, ask Mr. R.C. Blakes if I'm lying. Last week, I ended up reaching out to R.C. Blakes. Thanks, Shay, for introducing me to him. And I got Pastor Anthony, a cash app. I love to sow seeds. I like to, when you bless me, I want to bless you in return. Because I want what you taught me to become a part of me. And unfortunately, you can't get what you ain't paid for. I don't know why freedom called freedom. It should be called paydom. I swear, I don't know why. That's why they hide stuff from us in words. Freedom should be called paydom. Because you cannot get freedom for free. So I text Pastor R.C. Blakes last week. I said, what's your cash app? He asked me why, and I ain't tell him why. It's because when I get a message that resonates with my soul, I got to sow a seed on it. I got to pay for it. So I've already started putting money in his cash app. Same thing, Pastor Anthony. If I listen to Pastor Anthony and he feeds my soul and he does something for me, guess what? I'm sowing a seed because it makes me feel a sense of dignity, because I don't want something for nothing. Whatever work R.C. Blakes did to become the man that he is today, to become the husband. He told me he used to be a hot boy. I watched his audios. He never was, in a one-woman relationship. He was that man. And he's no longer that man. I watch how he is with his wife, and I admire that strength, and I admire that king in him. So you know what I do? I'm giving money into him. Why? Because I want to own the message. I want to become the message. And you can't get it for free. It ain't free, so I'm paid them, baby. So let me send this cash app. And it may not be a lot of money. It may be $500. It may be $100. It may be $50. It may be whatever. I just understand the laws, the law of compensation. When you make something happen for somebody else, it'll make happen for you. And it don't matter. They don't need my money. I'm never going to give my money to somebody that desperately needs it, because it changes the whole situation. I'm tapped into seed time and harvest. So when I'm giving you money or I'm sowing a seed, it ain't because you got a church. It ain't because you're a pastor. It ain't because you're an apostle. It ain't because of nothing but something you gave to me that I appreciate. And because I appreciate what you gave me, thank you, Pastor Anthony, for being here. Hey, because I appreciate a word or something you said to me, and I want that word to be my own, I want to pay down on it. So boom, I'm going to give money to it. So when I talk about looking back, I only look back so I could draw from, how did you become Stormy Wellington? Y'all, the average person couldn't do what I've done. I've invested over 40 grand in this whole experience, from hotel rooms to plane tickets to nurses to prescriptions to paying for the surgery to food to I had to buy different clothes. I'm already in over 40 grand since I started this healing journey on February 19th. The average person couldn't afford to do that. But I can. You know why? Because I created a life that allows me to be this way. And so I just want to encourage y'all, let this week be the week that you observe your thoughts. Let this week be the week that you check in with yourself. Let this week be the week that you really decide what is it that you really, 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 really want. Let this week be the week that you recognize who you are, that you recognize your gifts, that you recognize that you are not what your mama did or what your daddy did or what you experienced or what you did or what you wish you didn't do. Or anybody got time to be living with shoulda, woulda, couldas? It's now 9:06. Y'all remember when it was 8:27? We can't, May, it would never ever again be May 15th, 8:27 again. We can't go back that way. We got to move forward, onward towards success. So I encourage each and every one of you to do what's right. Do what's right. And we cannot wait, y'all. Tuesday, we got Pastor Anthony. I'm not even coming on. I'm just listening. I'm observing. Talking about how to have good, solid relationships. We got to understand the power of relationships. Not just boyfriend and girlfriend, but some of y'all have a relationship with me and you've never met me. How do you know you have a relationship? Because let's look into a relationship. Because everything you do is a relationship. Everything that you do, let's look at the definition of relationship. Relationship, let's look into that. And we're going to be done after this. I'm almost done. And if you got to go, drop off. No pressure. Relationship, the way in which two or more people or things are connected, or the state of being connected. Anything that you are connected to, there's some of y'all right now that couldn't hang up this live right now if you wanted to, because you are connected to this message. You are connected to these words. Even if you hung up, it's going to drive you, going to want to come back. So we are having a relationship exchange right now. And I need y'all to understand the power of that. And so today, I don't know what today did for you. I know today for me, I have to ascend. I have to rise above. I can't keep playing because I know that I'm not where I'm supposed to be yet. And ain't nothing going to stop me or get in my way of me becoming. You know why? Because there's a seed. I told you guys at the beginning of this call, there is a seed on the inside of my being, in my belly, that tells me, Stormy, this ain't it. This ain't it. I don't care that you coach 38 families to multi-millionaire status. I don't care that you got a paid off house. I don't care that you got all this stuff. That don't matter. This ain't it. And I know it ain't it because I just know it ain't it. And I don't need nobody to tell me that. In my soul says this is not it. Thank you, KCI. My soul tells me that this is not it. So because my soul is telling me that, I'm going to keep doing and growing and becoming and serving and showing up, because it makes me feel dignified within my being. It makes me feel like I got integrity. It makes me feel rich, respect, integrity, character, and honor. If I do the opposite, if I see it just get fat, and I just eat whatever I want to eat, I'm going to feel fat. How am I representing the health and wellness industry and I'm fat? How am I representing health and wellness when I got mental illness? How am I representing skincare and I got jacked up skin? How am I representing happiness but I'm really sad? That don't make sense. See, that's why we got to be careful with what we talk about, because is it congruent with who we are? Is what we talk about congruent with how we show up? Is your mouth matching your mindset? Anybody could talk, but is your mouth lining up to what your actions is doing? So guys, as I leave you all today, join us on this 5-day challenge. just join us. Eat better, drink better, cleanse your system. When last time you had a good cleanse? Cleanse your system. Order you some tea. Order you some brewed tea and some fruit punch tea. Take it one day at a time. Observe yourself this week. If you have not yet gotten on the waiting list for the Awakening, I'm letting y'all know, a birdie told me that the Awakening tickets are going to drop on May 30th. A little birdie told me that the Awakening tickets are going to drop on May 30th. A little birdie told me that you could cry me a river. If you don't get your ticket, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. May 30th. The tickets, I believe, is going to sell out. Once we drop, we have over 2,000 people on the waiting list. And to my knowledge, the room only holds 400 people. Okay? In my community, we have about 850 women in my community. So between the list, the wait list, and the community, I believe we're going to sell out in one day. If this message today resonated with you, if it made you feel some type of way, listen, watch this. Learn to never leave the site of decision without taking action. Watch this. Learn to never leave the site of decision without taking an action. Because the action makes the decision real. Decision rhymes with incision, which means something has to be cut away. So when you made a decision, you got to do something. So if you know that you got something from this message, do something about it. What can you do? What do you feel like you should do? Go get on the waiting list can be an action. That could be an action. Decide that you're going to join the community. I'm about to join Girl Hold My Hand now. I need to join Girl Hold My Hand. I just want to see what Girl Hold My Hand is about. That's an action. Going to download the Untethered Soul. That could be an action. Decide to take this message and say, I like what I heard. I'm about to sow a seed. I'm about to sow 1111, 111, $444, $222, whatever number you keep saying. If you want to sow a seed, the next action could be, I'm going to send Stormy Wellington a cash app. The next action could be, I'm about to buy me some detox tea and some fruit punch. I got you, Dion. Whatever the action is that you need to take, when you respect yourself, this ain't about me. You do the things necessary that makes you feel as if you respect yourself. And that means you taking action. So guys, I will hear the voice of the Holy Spirit within. It's 9/11. That means somebody need to do what I just said immediately. You need to take some 911. It's an emergency that you take action. See that? Look at that 911. How many of y'all see that? Some of y'all need to take action right now. It's an emergency that you take action. I will hear the voice of the Holy Spirit within. I will lead and not follow. I will create and not destroy. I am a force for good. I defy the odds. I set new standards. I am a leader. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am the lender and not the borrower. I am loved by God. I am chosen by God. I am protected by God. No weapon formed against Stormy Nicole Wellington shall be able to prosper. No weapon formed against me shall be able to prosper. And every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned. It's my season. It's my turn. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I'm humble. I'm wealthy. I'm strong. I am a leader. I will win. I will never be broke another day in my life. I will never be broke another day in my life. And I will live the fullness of life and all God has for me. Guys, get up. Get up. And I'm talking about get up. I'm talking about get up. Get to it. Time is not going backwards. It is moving forward. But are you moving forward with the time? Which means onward toward success. I got you, Angela Hill. I love each and every one of you. If this message resonated with you, if this message spoke to you, I want you to drop some fire. And when I post this message, I'm going to put it on my page. I want you to tag somebody that you know needs this message. Remember, what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. And you know that you got a friend that needed to hear this message. How do I know? Because I'm going to listen to it again. I needed to have this message. I need to hear this message again. Because I know that there were things that came up because it was already on the inside of me. All right? So I love you. And yeah, I'll see you guys later on. All right? Take an action. Make it do what it do. All right? Bye, everybody.